Not the $25,000 EV, but the new Model Y Juniper is truly the most anticipated model because this refresh will remarkably transform the SUV from design to performance. Notably, the price difference isn't too significant, allowing many to sell their old Model Y without needing to spend too much more for a new one. Don't rush to buy the Model Y now. The updates on the Model Y Juniper that we provide below might make you regret it. When compared to all other models in the Tesla showroom, the Model Y looks quite outdated because it hasn't had any updates for a long time. That's why customers are still hesitant, even though Elon Musk continually offers discounts for the SUV. Realizing that customers have gradually felt the fading of this car after nearly 5 years of its release since January 2020, this forced Tesla to put its best-selling car on the line again. The plan to refresh has been budding since second quarter of last year. But Tesla is a smart automaker. They'll not be stupid enough to announce that there will be an update for Juniper early because this will make the majority of people delay buying the current Model Y and create a huge amount of inventory. No one's stupid enough to buy a new car, but it becomes an old car after only 2 to 3 months because of a new version. So Musk intervened with a confirmation on X, saying that no Model Y refresh is coming out this year. It's easy to see that the CEO is trying to avoid the Osborne effect. Now we'll talk about the new updates on this refresh project. What's new for the Model Y Juniper exterior? The new version is nearly the same dimension as the previous model, with no notable changes in width or height. What do you think about the front end of the Model Y? Up close, the current front end of the Model Y is quite attractive, but it still lacks a standout feature among a plethora of contemporary designs, and it appears more unremarkable when considering its nearly 5-year history since its release. Therefore, in this Juniper project upgrade, the front end of the Model Y will be more attractive than ever with a redesigned hood and front bumper. These will feature optimized air intake vents to enhance underbody cooling. The new Model Y's hood features a top edge with a more pronounced upward curve, which guides air more effectively for reduced wind noise. When viewed from the side, the entire front end of the Model Y Juniper will have a sleeker, more knife-like shape. Yes, it looks significantly more attractive. Not stopping there, what really sets the Model Y Juniper apart and impresses visually threefold compared to its predecessor is undoubtedly the enhanced headlights. The headlights have been redesigned with increased length and a slimmer profile, creating an aesthetic reminiscent of the keen eyes of a bald eagle. In the current Model Y, the headlights have not yet maximized their brightness, so the new version will do better with a strip of LED lights running along the edge of the headlights, often called signature lights. Tesla will further improve the lighting capabilities by choosing high-end LED lights inside the headlight cluster. Indeed, it must be acknowledged that the new headlights are the feature that most easily distinguishes between the old and new versions, and they also enhance driving safety at night. Although refreshed, Tesla continues to lean towards minimalist designs because ultimately the goal of the refresh is to reduce costs for the manufacturer. However, there's speculation that the Juniper won't feature fog lights like the Model 3 Highland. Instead, Tesla will add front bumper cameras for the new Model Y. What do you think about this change? Drop us a comment below. We don't know if the majority are excited about the front-end adjustments for the Model Y Juniper, as some opinions suggest they prefer the current front-end design. Instead, the new rear end seems to be more exciting for many. The rear end of the new Model Y will certainly receive a subtle update that shares a lot of similarities with a Model 3 refresh. You know, these two models are built on the same platform, so it makes sense that the modifications have a bit of similarity, both uncomplicated and not time-consuming to delay the launch. Yet the rear view looks lower, wider, and better than before. The taillights migrate entirely onto the trunk lid, easing the need for complex tolerances around the opening, and the taillights themselves adopt a thinner look with their C-shapes. The rear glass still starts too high up on the trunk lid, in our opinion, making the roof look more bubble-like than it should, but you almost don't notice it against the more chamfered elements all over the tail. Tesla's stylists managed to shrink the butt's visual mass with that horizontal crease below the trunk opening, along with a taller black plastic lower bumper diffuser element. Yeah, and the Tesla T logo is replaced by Tesla lettering that further emphasizes the rear end's newfound sense of the horizontal. This change not only enhances aesthetic appeal, but also serves as an emblem of improved brand identity. The Model Y refresh boasts a more aggressive rear diffuser designed to reduce rear lift at high speeds. Additionally, it's been reported that the 2024 Model Y would get new 19-inch wheels. The improvement of Model Y are evident in the use of all-new sheet metal that are designed to minimize body panel gaps, tighten seals, and optimize airflow. These refinements result in a drag coefficient lower than 0.23 at present making the new Model Y Juniper more aerodynamic to improve the driving range. What will the interior of the Model Y Juniper be adjusted? Not only the exterior design, but also the interior and technical specifications has seen significant enhancements in this refresh. Previously, there was a common belief not to expect much from a revamped Model Y because the improvements would be minor and insignificant, but this notion is completely wrong. If you enjoy driving while also experiencing the natural sounds of the surrounding environment, from the hustle and bustle of city streets to the sound of wind blowing through, the older Model Y might be more suitable. For enthusiasts of this kind of experience, these sounds can be soothing. However, for most users who find them bothersome, these sounds can be considered noise. The suspension system and cabin noise level in the older Model Y do not provide an optimal experience. Similar to the Model 3 Highland, if the current prototype is criticized for cabin noise due to thin walls, the refreshed Juniper project ensures all passengers have optimal and comfortable experience with significantly reduced cabin noise, vibration, and harshness. This is achieved by eliminating 70% of the current noise through an entire sound-insulated glass system, replacing the previously used laminated glass, and upgrading the air suspension system with changes to the suspension geometry, suspension bushings, and rear subframe mount. If you compare the Model Y to the newly upgraded Model 3 Highland, you'll notice that the current SUV is significantly lacking in several aspects. The Model Y is missing ventilated front seats, ambient lighting, and a rear passenger screen. Particularly in the high-end long-range and performance variants, the Model 3 Highland excels with more speakers and subwoofers compared to the Model Y. Therefore, why should customers buy the Model Y when the Model 3 Highland offers a much more complete experience at a lower price? This is the issue at hand. Hence, the Model Y Juniper will inevitably need to incorporate the refinements already present in the interior of the new Model 3, and perhaps even surpass them. There are rumors about a new steering wheel inspired by the Semi and Cybertruck, along with an option for steer-by-wire for the Model Y. But we think this is unlikely. Implementing steer-by-wire would require the new Model Y to be designed with a low-voltage architecture of 48 volts. Switching to a different voltage standard is a significant challenge because if an automaker decides to adopt a 48-volt architecture, all their vehicles would need to be synchronized to fit this system. The components used would also need to be changed accordingly, leading to a requirement for a shift in the ecosystem of component suppliers. The cost for research and development would skyrocket, making it unfeasible for the Model Y Juniper to adopt a 48-volt architecture. Instead, the steering wheel of the new version will likely be redesigned with modifications focused on the buttons and controls present on the wheel. Unlike the previous generations of Model Y, which featured dedicated gear stalks, the new Model Y Juniper uses a touchscreen-based gear selector. Functions like turn signals, lighting, wipers, and cruise control are now seamlessly integrated into the haptic feedback buttons on the steering wheel itself. If you're still concerned about the current interior space of the Model Y not meeting your expectations, waiting for the Juniper version is a reasonable choice. The lighting system will see significant improvements compared to the old version, with meticulous attention to detail evident in the RGB ambient lighting around the vehicle. This system offers a variety of colors similar to the new Model 3 Highland. It has not stopped here. SUV refresh main display features a slimmer bezel and improved brightness and responsiveness. Just like the Model S and X, the upgraded Model Y now has an 8-inch rear display as well, which allows passengers in the rear seats to view media and control functions like climate control. The rear display is absent in the Model Y at present, so waiting for the new version is really suitable for those who want to use Model Y for family outings. Many opinions express hesitation in purchasing the Model Y right now due to the uncomfortable seats that lack interest, especially with non-perforated leather seats at 110-degree angles. So Model Y seat still has area for improvement, especially in the rear. Addressing previous criticisms, Tesla plans to improve rear seat comfort for the upgraded Model Y. For one, the rear seat cushion has been strategically raised, alleviating some of the awkward knees in the air posture experienced by some passengers in the previous Model Y. Additionally, the backrest seat cushions have received a firmness adjustment, offering enhanced support and minimizing the sinking in feeling often associated with less structured seating. Coupled with ventilated seats, these refinements contribute to a more comfortable experience for the new Model Y's passengers. How will the Juniper Model Y perform better? The reality shows that adjusting interior and exterior designs affects only 40% of customer expectations. The remaining 60% focuses on enhancing project performance. Model Y Juniper performance cannot be perfected without significant improvements in performance. Unlike the subtle improvements seen in Model 3 Highland, the Model Y will undergo a significant range upgrade post-adjustment. With the long-range RWD variant, the range could potentially reach at least 350 to 380 miles as opposed to the current 320 miles. A reliable source from Cattle confirms that their M3P batteries have been approved for the new Model Y project. It would be time-consuming and complex to delve deeply into this type of battery since we discussed it in detail in a previous episode. You can revisit our episode on the Model Y Juniper that we did earlier. With M3P battery technology, Tesla can potentially make the Model Y Juniper lighter by using batteries with lower weight while extending the operating range due to superior energy density. The Juniper could achieve a reasonable range of 350 to 380 miles thanks to improvements in aerodynamics and the efficiency of lighter yet powerful batteries. Moreover, using the M3P battery pack will significantly reduce the charging time for the Model Y Juniper. Currently, when fast charging at Tesla's supercharger stations, owners of this SUV have to wait 30 minutes to charge from 10 to 80%. However, with Tesla implementing the latest battery technology, this charging time could be cut to about 15 minutes. Furthermore, advancements suggest up to 410 kilometers, approximately 270 miles, could be added in just 10 minutes of charging, which is quite remarkable. Although not certain, there are rumors about the potential acceleration improvement of the new Model Y from 0 to 60 miles an hour in under 3.5 seconds through its upgraded battery and design enhancements. This would make the Model Y one of the fastest SUVs on the market, which is quite astonishing, but further confirmation is needed as the Model 3 Highland at least did not change as much in its acceleration capabilities after the update. Like all recent Tesla models, the Model Y Juniper must be equipped with the latest autonomous driving technologies. Finally, the refreshed Tesla Model Y has an active hood to protect pedestrians in a crash. The hood will automatically raise about 3.1 inches or 80 millimeters if the car detects a collision with a pedestrian while driving at speeds between 18.6 and 32.3 miles per hour. In doing so, the hood acts as a sort of metal cushion for the human head and reduces the chance of injury. But the new active hood isn't the only sort of invisible safety feature added to the updated electric SUV. Besides the automatically raising hood, the facelifted Model 3 has metal hooks on the lower part of the doors to help keep them aligned in a crash. Another passive safety feature is the so-called driver drowsiness warning, which uses the cabin-facing camera fitted above the rearview mirror to count how often the driver yawns or blinks and issues a warning on the central touchscreen with an audible alert. With a likely launch in early 2025 and a starting price that won't differ much, we're guessing just over $45,000 for the cheapest variant. Why can the Juniper Model Y adopt the new platform? Tesla is planning to start production of new models, including more affordable electric vehicles, earlier than previously announced. To achieve this, Tesla has announced the removal of the unboxed production process, instead opting for a mixed model production line where several next-generation electric vehicles will be manufactured. This suggests that the Model Y Juniper could be produced on a different platform than what Tesla is currently using, combining old platform with new platform. The advantage of this approach is that Tesla will be able to produce next-generation electric vehicles on the same production line as the current S3XY models, but with innovations to make EVs more novel. Some details in the shareholder update suggest that Tesla will introduce multiple models using elements from the next-generation platform alongside more affordable compact electric vehicles. At this point, the most feasible candidate is the Model Y Juniper. Placing the new Model Y on this combined production line would allow Tesla to reduce costs and improve profit margins at even lower prices. Tesla could also utilize the next-generation platform to accelerate the launch process of the Roadster. Elon recently mentioned in his X post that Tesla is constantly iterating on its vehicles, even without a complete refresh. Specifically, he wrote, "I should note that Tesla continuously improves its cars, so even a car that's 6 months newer will be a little better." It's undeniable that the SUV has been getting better with small updates before the Juniper project launches. It's easy to see that some continuous improvements in China. The updated Model Y in China comes with a new dashboard, including ambient lighting for the dashboard area and updated trim details from wood to black and gray fabric. Additionally, there are some internal changes, including an update to the 0 to 60 mile an hour acceleration of the Model Y standard range from 6.9 seconds to 5.9 seconds. The long-range and performance variants also receive slightly better range with improvements in battery technology. Rumors surrounding the Tesla Model Y Juniper have put enthusiasts and potential buyers in a dilemma. Should they invest in the current Model Y now or wait for Juniper's release? Although the exact details and release date have yet to be revealed, the anticipation is evident. For those eager to have the latest update from Tesla, the wait might be worthwhile. Juniper promises to bring a fresh look and feel to the already popular Model Y, potentially setting a new standard in the electric SUV market. In the meantime, what do you think of the Model Y refresh? Could Tesla surprise fans with its new version of the Model Y? Drop a comment below. We hope you'll have the most relaxing feelings after watching this video. If you did, please hit the like button and join the Tesla Car World family by subscribing to our channel. And don't miss out on any of our awesome videos by hitting the bell icon. We value your feedback and your time. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Until then, stay safe and have fun.